"How did you get in here?" Waverly asked in an undaunted manner. Probably a transient who had found a place to sleep for the night, he decided. "The boys brought me," the creature said. "Gerald, I believe, did the honors." Waverly paled. He stopped writing in his notebook. "Your boy named Gerald?" he asked McKinley. "Yes," McKinley managed, but... "Bradley was here too," the creature continued. "Bradley, your other son," Waverly said a little colder. McKinley nodded weakly. "Actually," the creature continued, "Mr. McKinley was so kind to bring me home from the supermarket." Waverly spun and glared at McKinley. "Is that true?" "Definitely not," McKinley squeaked. His voice trembled. "Oh, you are such a little fiend," the creature said with pretend hurt. "Of course you did." He reached over and picked up the brown cake box that Bradley had left by the basin. "What?" Waverly asked. "Ooh," McKinley moaned as recognition set in. "What?" Waverly repeated sharply. McKinley just shook his head. "I bought that box," he said. "Well, he's too big to fit inside it," Waverly said angrily. "Brian," Connie yelled. "Who's that?" Waverly asked coldly. "My wife," said McKinley, who was beginning to feel ill himself. "She's sick. We have to be quiet." He put down the bat and tiptoed to the bedroom door. The green man put his finger to his lips. Waverly just glared at McKinley's retreating back. "What time is it?" Connie asked dreamily. "Late," McKinley told her. "Go to sleep." He bent over and kissed her forehead. She was cool and damp. The fever must have finally broken. "Who are you talking to?" Connie asked. "A client," McKinley said. "Go to sleep." He tucked the cover under her chin. She smiled slightly and closed her eyes. McKinley slipped out. He gestured at the others and led them into the living room. "She has the flu," he said. "I'm not feeling well myself," said Waverly, who was holding the bat. "Wild goose chases make me sick." "I hope you're not getting ill," the green man said solicitously. Even in the dark living room, backlit by dim security lights on a neighbor's house, he seemed to glow. Maybe some warm cake would help. "Thanks," Waverly waved the suggestion away. "I've got donuts in the car." He glared at McKinley and snapped his pad shut. "Mister," he said in his most authoritative tone. McKinley hung his head like a little boy. "I don't know what kind of gag this is, but this man was obviously invited into your house. If you're prejudiced, that's your problem. Get some counseling. But this is not a police matter." He handed the bat to McKinley. "Be careful with this thing," he cautioned sarcastically. "You might hurt yourself." He hitched up his belt again and then glanced back at the green man. "Nice color," he said. "Very floral." The creature beamed. "Thank you so much," he said with a slight bow. Waverly saw himself out. McKinley simply sat down, holding his bat like a child's security blanket. The creature patted him on the head. McKinley turned away. "Are you all right?" the creature asked solicitously. "You're not getting sick, too. There seems to be an epidemic in this house." McKinley shook his head. He gathered himself and stood up, still holding his bat. "Who are you?" he hissed. "Shame on me," the creature said. "We have not been formally introduced." He made a slight bow and waved his hand in a small curl. "I am known by many names," he said, "but I have always liked Mr. Scratch."
Scratch.
"It has a nice, non-committal ring, don't you think?" Mr. Scratch said. McKinley's mind was reeling. He felt so weak, he could barely hold the bat. He sat down in the rocking chair. Mr. Scratch sat across from him on the bench next to the dining room table. His face seemed to shimmer. "That's better," he said. "I do like a tub, but don't want to monopolize the bathroom." McKinley took a deep breath. "You're the devil," he said, not believing the words coming out of his mouth. "Oh," Mr. Scratch said, "I do hope you are not biased. So many terrible things have been written about me. I am really a nice fellow." The devil, McKinley thought to himself. He felt as though a deep pit had opened beneath him. What an awful situation. He had brought the devil into his home. Was it possible? Did the devil really exist? McKinley wished he had spent a little more time in church. Actually, he couldn't believe any of this. What was the devil doing in Daytona Beach, Florida? The devil? What nonsense. What's with the green shade? He asked. I'm into my medieval period, Mr. Scratch said. Do you like it? I like the horns and tail. I feel like Pan. Spam. Pan, Mr. Scratch corrected. He's the green god of the fields. People in the Middle Ages thought the devil wore green and had horns and a tail. You don't normally. Mr. Scratch laughed. Of course not. I look just like everyone else. McKinley felt his head ache. This is a bad dream, he announced. Thank goodness, Mr. Scratch said. I'm going to bed, McKinley continued. I've been working too hard. You poor dear, Mr. Scratch said. You get plenty of rest. Don't worry about me. I'll get up when you do. Good, good, McKinley mumbled. He headed for the guest room. In a moment, fully clothed, he was lying down, clutching the pillow. It was so quiet, with just the distant hum of an electric clock. He didn't dream of green men or anything.